Hello everybody, how are you today? I'll try to get it right this time without stuttering. It's hard to talk to a group like this because it's a group of my peers. And I respect every one of you because you accepted the challenge a long time ago, or maybe recently, that you wanted to get involved and to make a difference. I can stand up here all day long and tell you what I've done since I've been on city council and what I'm affiliated with and so on and so forth. But everybody in here has that same type resume, and I'm proud of each and every one of them. Godspeed, and I hope we all win in this room come primary time, whenever that might be. Right now, I'd like to give you a quick impression. Whoops, I'm in the district. Whoops, I'm not in the district. We don't know what's going to happen. It's tough for all of us. And I feel like the congressional race has held everybody up because I feel like we're the main reason why you guys don't have a primary March the 3rd. I would certainly like to have one March the 3rd, April the 3rd, or sometime before June when the law goes to the convention. I've spent lots of time in the district. It's a very large district. I've been on the city council for 6 years. When I came to the council, it was a fractured council. And I've worked with Mike Jackson before in our district, and we've been through Ike together. We've rebuilt the city. We have great economic growth, great economic development. We've created empowerment zones. We've ended lawsuits with the Port of Houston Authority. We've set aside land for parks and for mitigation, retention, detention areas. We've done about everything there is that we can do, and I feel like the city is going to be in good shape when I leave in May. Our platforms don't differ very much, any of the candidates. We all want to repeal Obamacare. We all want to build our military readiness to a higher level than what it is today. We differ a little bit on job creation, how to reduce the deficit. I believe that we need to experience an industrial revolution again in this country. That's how we get rid of unemployment. I'm tired of people being on unemployment for 2 years. The first time I went on unemployment one time, and my grandfather said to me, "You go get a job, because if any of our friends find out you don't have a job, we will be a disgrace. We'll never be spoken to again." And to stand around and say that unemployment is at an all-time low, that's because people have now fallen off of the 2-year gravy train. And now they're applying for welfare, they're applying for food stamps, they're applying for anything they can get their hands on. They're working for cash under the table. They're doing anything they can. So don't be fooled by these unemployment figures that we're down or that we're creating more jobs. We're not creating more jobs. We have children in San Jacinto College right now, and Lee College, and junior colleges and community colleges all through this district. Their schools are full. Their nursing schools, their trade schools are full. We need to teach our children how to weld again. We need to teach them how to build things. We need to get them out there to take the jobs. We have a huge force of people that are retiring in the petrochemical industry. They're leaving. I talked to a friend of mine last night who owns a crane company. They're retooling all of the refineries in Baytown. They're doing so many things within the district and within Harris County that affect us all here, and no matter what part of Harris County you're from, it affects us everywhere. And what it is they need jobs. They have jobs, and they need people to fill the jobs. And we're bringing in welders from the Philippines because we don't have enough people to fill these openings. When you create jobs and you create an industrial revolution, you take people off of the welfare lines. They start working. They have company benefits. They get vacations. They get insurance. And I don't know how many people are aware of this right now. Our guidance counselors in our schools aren't guiding children in the correct direction on how to make a living for themselves. We've become an entitlement society where people think they're entitled to everything. As a conservative, I've never felt like we were entitled to anything. I have a marketing and advertising and printing company. And when I first started out, people would come to me and say, "I would love to advertise, but I don't have any money." So guess what? We always found alternative ways to make money and to make our clients successful. I'm sure Griffin has traded out a couple of beers and meals back there for some advertising. I'm sure that everybody's done has done other things to get where they need to be. That's because we're industrious and we strive to be the best. Unfortunately, we have a group of liberal Democrats in Washington that don't strive for very much of that at all. And we need to get them all out of there. I think the only difference in myself, Jim, and Mike is that in my particular cases, do you want to send someone who has been in office for 22 years and is part of the status quo to go to Washington to represent you, or do you want a fresh voice like me that will go up there and get some things done? I'm Kim Morrell. Vote for me. Thank you very much.